Yo, yo, is everything good? Let's making sure everything's set up. Um, make sure everything's set up. Let me set it like that, and I think everything should be good to go. Um, let me make sure. Um, make sure. Let's see. Okay. We're back. What about now? What about now? Is everything good now? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know, Alex, if you can hear me or not. I generally need to know if. What about now, Alex? Let me know. I can hear you now. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Need to know if. But yeah, how's your day going though, Alex? I'm sorry about that, you guys. I technical difficulties at its finest. You gotta love technology. You know what I mean? But hopefully they should be starting soon. They should be starting soon, apparently, um, and whatnot. But let's see here. Make sure it's. But hopefully they. Okay, looks like we're about to start, you guys. We're about to start. We're about to start. Let's do it. So far, so good today, wise. That's good, Alex. That's always good to know. I'm glad. I'm glad that your day is going good. But what do you guys think is gonna happen for this Raw on Netflix press conference thing going on? Do you guys think we're gonna probably get to see some interactions, or do you guys think we're probably gonna see it just be basic or whatnot? And it's at the W headquarters too, so I don't know if it's. I think this is the new one, I believe, right? Yeah, I think this is the new type press conference that they're doing. Not the press conference. I mean venue or headquarters. So you got fans. I guess usually these things like this are like free to the public. You got CM Punk in a suit. This man, who does CM Punk think he is? Cody Rhodes all of a sudden? He thinks he's Cody Rhodes coming out here with this suit, and then you got CM Punk. Of course, you know those two are gonna have a lot to say probably. You got Timu Bloodline here, and then you got Jacob with the Nike Tech. Like, what is he? What did they got him doing? They got this man. You got Dominic. You got the Judgment. At least one, like three members of it. I guess they're definitely teasing that split. Yeah, they're definitely teasing the split heavily right now. I'm not gonna even lie to you. They're definitely teasing this heavy right now. I'm not gonna even lie to you. They're definitely teasing this heavy right now. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna save that. And boom. They're definitely teasing this heavy. Okay, they're starting out with the logo right now. How many minutes do you think Jacob Fatu lasts in 2025 Royal Rumble? I'm gonna say he's gonna last at least like maybe a good 30 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if he's literally the Iron Man in the whole match. Honestly, I can see him literally coming in at number one and at least lasting to like the final six or final four or something like that. Cause if you have him, cause honestly, if we're being honest, I thought like before his injury, I thought they could have went with Bronson Reed and had him run the gauntlet and kind of be like have like that Brock Lesnar type of spot where he's pretty much just eliminating people back to back to back. But since his injury, I think Jacob's probably gonna feel that. I see Jacob coming in and having like that Brock Lesnar type of role where he's just eliminating people back to back to back. I can really see that. You got people chanting Michael Cole in 2024. That was definitely not on my bingo card. I'm guessing Liv, Dom, and Raquel, then Balor, JD, and Carlito split sides. I think that's the route that they're going. I think that's the route that they're gonna go, Alex. I think I don't know how you would do it though because I want to see Finn Balor get his opportunity to win a world title, but I think the only way you do that is he would probably have to go to SmackDown. And I think Liv, she if she drops the title to Rhea on the first row of Netflix, I think maybe she goes to SmackDown too. So I guess you in all honesty, you probably would have to draft all of Judgment Day to SmackDown and then maybe tease the split then. I don't know, but like I can see them splitting it where, um, Liv, Dom, and Raquel stay together, and then JD, or like to call him Lord Farquaad, and Finn and Carlito stay together. That's how I see it happening. That's how I see it happening. But I'm gonna leave that to the chat. Like, do you think it would be beneficial if you split them now, or wait until later down the line and then split them? So they're already kind of gonna probably maybe confirm Liv and Rhea for the first Raw on Netflix on the press conference, because we're gonna have Gunther on there tonight. We're gonna have Rhea. We're gonna have Liv. We're gonna have the bloodline of Jacob, Tamatanga, and Solo. You're gonna probably have Punk and Rollins, and maybe I think they even had him on the poster. Logan Paul, I think maybe is on the show. You should do a video 2025 Royal Rumble match. Wrestlers who you think could have the longest in a Rumble match. I might do that, Alex. So pretty much, you wrestlers that it could be both men and women that I feel like would probably last a long time in the Royal Rumble. That's what you want to see. Is I'm just trying to clarify pretty much. But if that's what you want to see, I'll do it. I'll definitely put that in my schedule to record that video either maybe this week. I might record it this weekend, maybe, or I might do it on Monday because I have a couple more videos that I plan to drop this week. I think the videos that I plan to drop this week are predictions for 2025 for WWE. I still have a couple streams to do. I do have SmackDown on Friday, and then I still have a reaction to upload that I'm finishing up, and yeah, and then I have AEW live stream tonight as well. Well, we got Triple H. We already knew Triple H would probably be the first. I wouldn't be surprised in the first Raw of Netflix. Triple H is the first person to come out and he introduces everybody to like this new era of Raw on Netflix, like he did for SmackDown. And we also got to understand that Raw is going to be going back to 3 hours, and SmackDown's going to 3 hours too. So, literally, like, road to 500. Hey, Alex, we're definitely on the road to 500. Like, I'm gonna make a different video where I'm talking about plans that I have for just my YouTube life, or just this, or the content creation side of things for 2025. I plan to go as big as I can get. Honestly, I want to, like, I always have my set a bar high because it makes me want to work harder to get to where I want to be. I'm pretty sure Penta debuts Raw Netflix debut. I can see him debuting. I really can. The question is, who would he feud against? Maybe he feuds against Rey Mysterio. I feel like Rey Mysterio can probably put on a good match with Penta. In all honesty, even though like Rey is up in age still, he could still give a good match if like the story's there. Because like if the story's there, I feel like anybody could pretty much try to put on a great match. It's just really you can't do it with everybody. But I think Rey Mysterio is a safe option. I would think. But yeah, I wouldn't. I would like to see Penta debut. They better not put him in LWI. Hopefully not. No, no, not no, Alex. No, do not put him in LWO. That's pretty much career suicide on arrival. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's literally just that's a dead on arrival type of thing if you put him in LWO right then and there. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I think if you have him debut, have him just maybe like Rey Mysterio has a match that night and then maybe loses and then that proceeds to have Penta show up and maybe he just sets his sights on Rey Mysterio as his first feud. But it also really depends on what brand they decide to put him on, because we know that they're doing this transfer window, so he can really show up on either brand. So he could show up on Raw, he could show up on SmackDown. It can be either or. I really wish Rey Fenix got granted release to join Penta and WWE. I feel like by the end of next year, they're probably going to be together. Because I think Rey Fenix has a little bit of time tacked onto his contract. I don't know how much. Um, I don't know how much, you guys. I really don't. Um, I think his contract is until April, if I'm not mistaken. I think his contract runs out in April. But yeah, I think he's gonna come in April though, because I think they said with this contract it's gonna be between April and June or something like that. I think they're gonna, if when they do add Ray Phoenix to the roster, him and Penta are gonna really shake up that tag team division. I think we need somebody to really shake up that tag team division. Could you imagine us getting Lucha Brothers versus the War Raiders, Lucha Brothers versus like Motor City or Street Profits? Like those matches are really gonna be good. If you decide to put the Usos back together, Lucha Brothers versus the Usos, oh, take my money. I like the pictures on the wall behind you. Hey, I appreciate that. Even though like my camera's kind of blurry, that's why I'm trying to get it to where I can get a new camera so my quality is a little bit better. But yeah. So Triple H says he's bringing a lot of big things, bigger storylines, and things that we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. Ro- the road to WrestleMania. I know people always say road to WrestleMania starts at the Rumble, but I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the road to WrestleMania really technically starts at Survivor Series, because at Survivor Series we start to see things be planted and stuff to be set in motion. Did you see what happened last night to Javon Evans? That was brutal. Yeah, I did. I did watch it. I actually have a short that I did to it, and I think that's supposed to come up either it's gonna go up today or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, that was a brutal segment. I feel like what they're doing with Javon Evans is really cool though. Like I like NXT. We got Adam Pierce. I'm pretty sure he. But I do think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have them. I feel like they're really positioning Javon Evans to be that next breakout star for NXT. Because we've seen Trick break out, and I feel like it's only a matter of time before Javon breaks out. I thought we were going to see a feud between Javon and Wesley, but I think they did say Wesley did suffer an injury. So I think they're pivoting a bit. Yeah, yeah, Alex. He is so young. I think he's only what 21. Yeah, they got this guy. This guy is the future for this guy. Like, it's crazy when you look at how many young stars that are in WWE that we really could be pushing. Like, Javon Evans is one of them. Trick is another, and I feel like they're going to potentially push him heavily, probably on the main roster. Obafemi is still young, and it doesn't even seem like it. I know he's not on TV right now and hasn't really been doing something for quite some time, but like, simple. I'm gonna be honest. Omos could be something big if they were to push him. Oh boy, we got the Maverick Logan Paul. People have been saying, commenting to me, saying like, "Oh, Logan Paul's not gonna be at WrestleMania, or he's retired." Like, I feel like he's pretty much swerving the fans. I feel like he's going to be on WrestleMania. No, like he literally he said he's not gonna be part of WrestleMania this year, but he's on the poster. So I feel like that's kind of a way of swerving the fans, and I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in the Royal Rumble. Oh boy, they saying Logan sucks. Now I will say this: Logan Paul. I know the stuff that outside of the ring is not too appealing, but when he's in that ring though, He's one of the very best in that ring. I'm gonna be honest. He has the opportunity. He has the charisma. He can really get the crowd behind you. Yeah, yeah. I mean Logan. I think Logan probably was gonna be bound to be on Raw anyway, though. Alex, I'm not gonna be honest. He's bound to be on Raw because if it's on Netflix, I feel like WWE is gonna want the biggest names on Raw. Like we already seen Roman Reigns is gonna be on Raw. We're probably gonna see Solo get jumped over. I'm ready to see Penta in WWE. Hey, me too. I want to see what he can do in WWE and how they would book him in WWE compared to how he was booked in AEW. Like we know he's really one of the best. But like what I was saying though, oh yeah, I do think like they want the biggest names on Raw because they want Roman, they want Cody, they want Punk. I feel like Seth is gonna be still there. Um, Jake Paul on Raw fits too. I mean, if they want to put Jake Paul on Raw and have Jake Paul and Logan team up and be a tag team, be like a actual heel tag team, they could be one of the top teams in the company and probably instantly put themselves in contention for the world titles or the tag titles at least. I don't know why I said world titles, but you know what I mean. Where can I watch the kickoff? Ninja Boy, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you just type in WWE, it should be you should see it. It's live. But my question is to everybody in here. Uh, my question to everybody in the chat, right? If Logan Paul is on WrestleMania 41's card, if he's actually being booked for that show, what do you guys think he does? And if he's facing somebody, who would it be? I would love to see Jada Parker and B-Fab as a tag team. I wouldn't mind that because Jada Parker is really interesting. Like I feel she has the potential. She has the charisma. She's getting better week after week when it comes to like literally being in the ring. And I feel like if you put her in there with some bigger names in NXT, she'll be ready. But Jada Parker and BFAB would be cool. And I am glad that they're starting to give BFAB some type of shine to where she's actually starting to get TV time. I want to see her do more though in 2025. I want to see her be booked better and get more TV time. And then maybe by the end of 2025, maybe she can get herself in contention for like one of the mid card titles. I want Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. Hey, it's crazy. I did like a predicting WrestleMania 41 months in advance, and that's one of the matches that I had. Celebrity for celebrity to prove who's the best celebrity turned WWE superstar. Could you imagine? Now this might be WWE planning Logan versus Mike Tyson for WrestleMania 41. I think I did see reports about that. Now this is my question to you guys. Now I'm gonna throw a match towards everybody, and I want to get your opinion. Logan Paul versus John Cena, because Logan Paul has been calling out Triple H to book this match, and with it being like John Cena's last year, he's about to be on his retirement tour. Could you imagine Logan Paul versus John Cena? That match would cook, honestly. Okay, we got Rhea Ripley about to come out. The number one contender, because he already kind of announced the number one contender for Women's World Championship. Oh, Lord. People are about to lose their minds on Twitter. Logan Paul versus Austin Theory? Bro, hey, I mean, to give something for both guys to do. Both are actually really good. People really sleep on Austin Theory. People really don't understand how good Austin Theory really is. If you go back and watch his stuff that he did in NXT, he had all the tools to be a big star. He has the charisma. He has the look. It's just really booking him to look like a star. And man, I feel like they haven't really done it just yet. Logan Paul versus Jake Paul, hey, that would be crazy. Cause I don't know, Alex. If they did Logan Paul versus Jake Paul, I don't. I'm not trying to jinx it, but it's almost giving me reminiscent vibes of Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20, because both guys were getting booed out the building. Now, granted, it was for under circumstances that both guys were leaving the company, so that's why they're getting booed. But I think people would literally just boo both of these guys out of the building because people don't like either one of them. Austin Theory is the new Dolph Ziggler. I wouldn't say the new Dolph Ziggler, but if they keep the trajectory that he's on, then yeah. I think Austin Theory, he's gonna turn face. I think Austin Theory turning face could, you know, help him. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, it might help him. It might just help him. It might just help him out. It might just help him. Happy birthday, Stone Cold RVD and Trish Stratus. Hey, yeah, I haven't, I didn't even know that. It's crazy. I share a birthday with a lot of them. What's your reaction on Sasha Banks AEW run right now? I'm gonna be honest. I've been watching AEW, right, and I'm not really too keen on her run in AEW. I feel like her when she came in, it was a big deal. Her winning the title and turning heel was a big deal. But I feel like they're not capitalizing on that in the sense of she's having some decent matches, but I want to see her do more. It's not the worst, but I feel like it's not at the best either because I think we could still see more happening for her. I will say that, but it's not the worst. It's kind of I'm in the middle as far as Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet's AEW run right now. Hey, you got the crowd calling Liv Morgan a bum. Do you think Tony Khan is throwing Sasha an easy? I really do. I feel like Tony Khan is really throwing her easy matches. Cause I haven't like in her run, she's really been competing against people that we know she's gonna beat. Like she's faced Chris Statlander, which was a really good match. I feel like that's probably one of her best matches as TBS champion right now. I know they're pivoting to Anna Jay, but like Anna Jay is not being booked to look like a threat to Mercedes Moné. If I want to be honest, so it's like she's gonna get past her, and I don't know what they're gonna do with the whole Camille thing. And I think it's possible that Camille is gonna be leaving AEW. So it's like it's kind of just seemed if that's the case, then it's a drop. You drop the ball on that, and it's like, what do you do now? Okay, we got Liv Morgan coming out. Go check out my recent video where I put up Liv Morgan trying to win the Royal Rumble from number one. I'm gonna throw this to you guys. And I know Liv and Rhea are about to have this match on Raw Netflix, right? And you guys can call me crazy. Anna Jay is like the Thea Hill from NXT. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Now this might sound crazy what I'm about to say. Would it be crazy if I would have said Liv Morgan should beat Rhea Ripley on the first Raw on Netflix to submit her legacy as champion? Because I feel like if Rhea wins, it's like, what do you do? What do you do then? Because we know her first run, she won the championship, but she barely defended. And it's like nobody was booked to be a threat to her. It seems like it was Rhea Ripley than everybody else. I think if you have Liv Morgan, there's plenty more opportunity to build up other people to take that title from Liv. And this is coming from me from a Liv Morgan fan, of course, but like I do see her dropping the title, but I don't think it should be at the hands of Rhea Ripley. I think you could do other things with Rhea Ripley heading into Mania, regardless if that's a non-title feud with someone else on the roster. If you bring back like a Becky Lynch or Charlotte or something like that, and then or you put her in the mid card title scene to help elevate that title and help elevate the women around that title. I feel like you need Liv Morgan to establish herself because if you do have her lose, I feel like it's reminiscent of what happened with her and Ronda Rousey a couple years ago, where the person that she beat for the title took it right back. Now, granted, Liv Morgan didn't beat Rhea Ripley for the title, but it would kind of be somewhat similar, even though the her beating her is different. Now, if you have Rhea win, like I said, it kind of diminishes Liv in the sense of everything like that because she's had a great year. This has been a breakout year for her, and she's kind of submitted herself to being, you know, not just a woman, but potentially being the woman. I think she should defeat Rhea Ripley, and afterwards Roxanne Perez loses to Julia, and a lot of people compare Roxanne and Liv heel run as two of the best in the women's division. You're not wrong about that. But if you do bring up Roxanne to face Liv, I think Roxanne would probably have to turn face. Now we know Roxanne can play a good face because she's actually proven it. Liv Morgan could be a good babyface too, but I think she's operating better right now as a heel. Rox versus Liv should have a feud. I wouldn't mind that. But like I said, if you have Liv would have to win. Rhea can do other things, like I said. This is Liv Morgan's year. Okay, so it's been confirmed. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley on the first Raw of Netflix, January 6th from Los Angeles. Now you got the crowd saying Rhea's gonna kill you. Liv Morgan is one of the best heels right now. Okay, if you guys are watching this, okay, so they're definitely amping this up, right? Because now I feel like they're trying to make a point. Liv Morgan has been beaten by Rhea Ripley in the past two encounters. Because, like, right now it's Rhea Ripley 3, Liv Morgan 1. The reason I say that, Liv Morgan won at SummerSlam, right? And that's where we saw the turn of Dominic aligning with Liv. Then at Bash in Berlin, Liv got pinned by Rhea in that mixed tag match. Then you go to Bad Blood. It was supposed to be Liv Morgan's win, but the way that the match ended, it kind of just ended in a wonky finish. So therefore, Liv got DQ'd. Rhea Ripley won via DQ. Then going into Survivor Series War Games, Liv got pinned by Rhea Ripley. So I think Liv would have to win, and they're definitely amping up like Liv. You need to beat me on your own, and she just beat Io on her own, so it's possible that she could. But the question is, will WWE actually let Rhea do the job for Liv, or will they have Rhea win the title back? Because if you have Liv beat Rhea, that would be a big deal because now she has submitted herself as the champion, the woman of the women's division. I thought they could have really made this a stipulation match. On all honesty. Okay, we're gonna have a battle. Okay, now we're pivoting to the bloodline. Oh boy, we got Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is on the show. Oh, he's still walking around with the Winged Eagle title. He's calling himself the uncrowned WWE champion. You love to see it. Hey, I'm loving this Kevin Owens run right now. I'm liking the fact that the WWE is actually booking like heel turns, not for just the sake of heel turns, but having the heel turns make sense in the sense of these heels are technically the heroes, but they're being painted as the villain. I love that. Oh no, not the security. You got the J&J security coming out here. You got these jobber security guys coming out here. Oh, and it cut off the mic too. Oh, brother. I feel like this him out in the WWE Championship is really cool. He said he got the best moveset. I'm dead. He's not wrong. He does have one of the best movesets. Okay. I like Solo's theme song for some reason. Every time I'm literally working out or something like that, I literally have that theme song on replay almost. We the one. Jacob is so scary, bro. I don't think anybody wants to be in the ring with him. Going back to what you were saying earlier, Alex, about having him be like hold go a long time in the Royal Rumble. I don't think people want that smoke though. I don't think people want that smoke. I don't think people want to do that. That I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I'd say beats Roman on the first Raw on Netflix. Not clean though. Not clean. No rules. Your tribal complex. There are no rules. Yeah. I think Solo beats Roman. I really do. I think Roman loses because The Rock comes back. That's what I think. I think The Rock comes back, and that's why we don't. That's how we set up Roman versus Rock. At oh Lord, oh my God, Tamatanga. Alex says Liv versus Rhea needs stipulation. I agree. If they would have done this feud the right way and not rushed it, if they just would have had Rhea Ripley like when she got taken out on in that episode of NXT, you read her off for the rest of the year, and then she came back on Royal Rumble. You could have had her either do that or win the Chamber, then set up their match at WrestleMania, and I think it would have been cool to have their feud finally end inside Hell in a Cell. But right now, I would have just said maybe do a no holds barred match or maybe a ladder match. Because I feel like both women could probably put on a good ladder match at least. But yeah, I think Solo beats Roman, and then that's how and The Rock interferes. That's how we get Solo winning over Roman. Then we set up Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania 41. He said, anyways. Why do you say it like that? Why did Solo say it like that? Nah, I'm not gonna acknowledge you, Solo. I only acknowledge the OTC Roman Reigns. The only person I really like in this new blood is Jacob because Jacob is funny, and then Tamatanga, he's really starting to come into his own. Oh, we got Paul Heyman. Uh-oh. We still gotta on the press conference or kickoff. We still have Seth that's gonna come out there, Punk, and we're probably gonna end up, and then we still have Gunther. So three more people to be on the show. The stipulation I would do if Liv retains, Rhea can no longer challenge for the championship as long as Liv's champion. I totally agree, Alex. That's the stipulation we need on on Netflix. If Liv beats Rhea, it doesn't matter how she beats her. If she beats her in any way, or if she beats her straight up, or if she has interference, and that's how Liv beats Rhea, no matter how it ends, if Rhea loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Liv's champion. She can know if she wins the Royal Rumble, Cool. She can go after the Nia Jax if she wants to, or she can go after Tiffany if Tiffany Stratton catches, or if Charlotte gets back in the mix, or if she wins the Chamber or something like that. But as long as Liv is champion, she cannot challenge. Because I really think Liv needs to beat Rhea. People are really clamoring to see Rhea beat Liv. At first, I was on that camp, but right now, I'm kind of maybe on an island by myself. But I think Liv needs to beat Rhea. Uh oh. Do you guys think this is gonna be a good match between the two, between Solo and Roman? In my opinion, Liv needs to win the feud way more than Rhea. Exactly, Alex. Because if you want to think about it, it started with Rhea turning on Liv. It started with Rhea. Liv should be the one to finish it. Because if you're looking at the, like I said earlier, if you look at the feud, Liv won at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania. Liv won at SummerSlam, and then Bash in Berlin we had the mixed tag with Damian and Rhea versus Liv and Dom. Liv got pinned by Rhea in that match, and that set up that match for Bad Blood. The match ended in a DQ. Pretty much Rhea won by DQ. Then at Survivor Series, Liv got pinned by Rhea. So it's 3 Rhea, Liv 1. So Liv needs to win that feud. And then she can move on to something else. I don't now comment down. Okay, I want my question to you guys. If Liv, because I feel like Liv is gonna win on the first Raw on Netflix. So if Liv wins, who do you think should face her at WrestleMania? Who would you like to see her face at WrestleMania? What if Rock helps Solo beat Roman? I think that's what's gonna happen, Alex. I think Rock is going to help Solo beat Roman because it's no rules in that match. So Rock helps Solo beat Roman. Then through that, you help build up Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. Because I think that match is gonna happen. I think that's the reason why we didn't see them on Survivor Series. Because knowing that about a month later or so, Alex, you got Becky Lynch facing Liv. There is some unfinished business there. But I think if Liv faces Becky, Liv needs to beat Becky too if that's the case at WrestleMania. Her thing is to be building up her own legacy, beating big names. That's what her legacy to establish herself. She needs to beat Becky. If Becky wins the Chamber or Royal Rumble, whichever one you want to have her do, she needs to beat Becky at WrestleMania. If we want to book Becky versus Liv at WrestleMania, Liv needs to be Becky. And I think Charlotte would be cool too, but I think Charlotte's gonna have her hands tied probably with the women's championship on SmackDown. But I think they want her on Raw. Raquel versus Liv. I mean, that would be a stretch because it's like people aren't really buying into Liv right now, and if I feel like if they were going to have Raquel versus Liv possibly at Mania, I think they'll be planting the seeds for that already, potentially. I think they'll be planting seeds for that if that's going to be Raquel versus Liv at Mania. How about Liv versus Charlotte, where Charlotte puts Liv over? I think that's the best option. Because if you want to have a long term story, Liv, she had a match with Charlotte in 2019, and Liv lost to Charlotte. This is before we got a different iteration of Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was still sporting the Riot Squad type of gear. So she did say after she lost to Charlotte, and she was putting up a decent match with Charlotte. She was starting to hang with her a little bit. But she told everybody when she came back, she was going to be different. She was going to be something completely different than we've ever seen before. Liv, if you want to kind of be honest, Charlotte is kind of somewhat the reason why we're seeing the Liv that came back and had the rise that she had up until this point. So Liv and Charlotte, that could be a good match. And we know Charlotte can put on a good match. We've seen Liv be capable of putting on a good match. We've seen the match that she had with Io Sky on Saturday Night Main Event. So it's definitely possible for these two to have a good match. Now I will say this, Alex. If you have Liv versus Charlotte and Liv beats Charlotte, that's definitely putting Liv in a different stratosphere. Because now she's going to be in the conversation with Bianca, Liv, and everybody else. I have a feeling Ronda Rousey is going to be in Women's Rumble. I don't know, because I think she said she doesn't want to come back, Alex. I don't think she wants to come back. And I think she's still... I haven't really kept up with Ronda Rousey for quite some time. But last time I checked, she said she didn't want to come back. But I don't think Ronda should be facing Liv, because we've seen that already. And I think Liv should beat Ronda. But Ronda, if you think about it, she's kind of would be in the same sense of Logan and Jake Paul, where they probably would want her on Raw because she would be a big deal for Netflix. I think if we want to be honest, I think the best option for her Mania opponent probably might be Charlotte. It could be. It could really be Charlotte and Liv. Because I can see Charlotte potentially getting that match with, or potentially being the opponent for Tiffany Stratton. But what if Tiffany Stratton turns face before then? She does the babyface thing and doesn't cash in when her opponent's down. She does something completely different, right? And Tiffany cashes in advance. And she cashes in at WrestleMania against Nia Jax. And plus, it would be a huge win for Liv if she beats Charlotte. It would be a huge win. That would probably be the biggest win of WrestleMania. Because people will go into that show just like they are right now with Liv and Rhea. People will be saying Charlotte is straight up winning that belt. And if Liv beats Charlotte, oh my God, people will be talking crazy. She'll be the talk of the town for sure. She'll be the talk of the town. She'll be pretty much the talk of the wrestling world at that point, if that's the case. I really do. Because if you have her do that, I would be all for that. We got Gunther right now. But I think Liv's opponent should be Charlotte, unless you have, depending on her contract status, maybe you do... Maybe you can do Liv and Jordan Grace, if depending on how a contract status is. I could see that. But I think it's probably safe to say it's going to probably be somebody from the current roster. We've seen Liv and Becky, but like, we already kind of seen that. But there's still some unfinished business there. Could there be a possibility that Liv has a multi-woman match at WrestleMania? Like, it could be Liv, Charlotte, Becky. Maybe if they want to add Rhea in the mix, but I don't know. In my 2K games, Omos and Obafemi are the longest rated tag team champions of all time. Hey man, Omos and Obafemi, I feel like that's an unbeatable tag team. Like Omos, when he was on the roster, yeah, on his own, he really wasn't doing the best, but he was getting some wins. They were booking him as such. He did have a match with Brock Lesnar. He had a match with Seth Rollins. Like, he had a match with Bobby Lashley. They were putting him in there with some big names. And if he were to team with Obafemi, I don't think anybody's going to beat Obafemi, like, straight up one-on-one. It's a rarity. Like, I didn't even see Tony D'Angelo beating Obafemi for the North American title. That was a shocking thing that I never thought would happen. You got CM Punk coming out here. Oh, the cult of personality. How unstoppable would Brock and Lashley be as a tag team? Unstoppable. I can't see anybody being it unless you were like a super powered tag team to beat someone like a Brock Lesnar and Lashley in a tag team. I'm gonna be honest. It would have to be something like if Roman and like I don't know, not Roman and Solo, Roman and maybe like a Jay coming together, or like a Roman and Seth, if that was able to be reconciled, Roman and Cody. It would have to be a team like that, honestly, for I can see them beating a team like that if I can see them beating Brock and Lashley. Yeah, it's been 13 months. 13 months that we've since CM Punk has been back on WWE. He returned last year at Survivor Series, and he's back. I think for the longest time I kind of had in the back of my head I could have seen him come back to WWE, but it was a stretch still because I'm like I don't know if they would do it. Yeah, he even said it. He said he never wanted to leave. It just things happen that way. CM Punk, I'm happy to see him back, man. I really am. And then we have CM Punk and Rollins on the first Raw on Netflix. They're literally loading this show up. Honestly, you guys, they're really loading this show up. They're loading this show up. They're loading this show. They're loading this show. They really are. They're loading this show up. Let me fix that just a little bit. There we go. But yeah, they're definitely loading this show to be something really big. They're really they're loading the show. I had a feeling if he returned anywhere, it would be it would have. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of one of those things where if somebody returns, I feel like it's more likely for them to come in their hometown than anywhere else. Yep, they did sell out. They did sell out that show. Let me try to fix this again. I'm trying to get the lighting. Kind of just. There we go. That should be better. But yeah. But yeah, I feel like if he was gonna return, it's gonna probably be in Chicago. That's what a lot of, like I said, a lot of superstars, if they were to come back to a company or just come back to wrestling in general, it would make way more sense for them to come during a show if they're in their hometown. Do you guys think this match between Punk and Rollins is gonna be a one and done, or do you think they're gonna make a feud out of it? Because I feel like that might be one of the few matches that I see having be on the card for Mania this year coming up. He said, "How much time you got?" This match is really gonna be good between these two. I really do feel like it's gonna be a good match between these two. What if Liv kicks out? Hey, Alex, that's a bold prediction, but I could see that match happening. Cause didn't at SummerSlam, I think they made a deal out of it. Rhea was the first woman to kick out of an Oblivion. So what if that they returned the favor and Liv was the first she kicked out of a Riptide? I could see either. I feel like either she kicks out of a Riptide, or Liv is able to roll out. Maybe Liv rolls out when Rhea's about to make a pin. I love Seth Rollins, man. Whoa, whoa. What is this man? He got the trench coat on. He got the black underneath. Christmas has definitely came early. I would have surprised that he didn't come out in something way more outlandish because you know he wears some outlandish stuff. Oh, I think we about to get a brawl between these two. We might get a brawl between Seth and Punk. I feel like he already took off the jacket. He's already saying, "Welcome to the house that I built." Who you think you are, Seth? AJ? AJ saying SmackDown's the house that he built. Oh Lord. Oh boy. They got a face off right now. They might start brawling. We might have a brawl in our hands, you guys. Oh Lord. Yep. We about to get a ball in our hands. I think Rollins turns heel in this match. I think Rollins beats Punk and turns heel in the process. I think that's what I think is gonna happen. I got Punk on this. I'm not Punk. I got Rollins on this one. 19 days, you guys. We got 19 days until Raw goes to Netflix, you guys. Yeah, 19 days. Okay. So that is the end of that of the Raw Netflix, you guys. I thought it was a decent press conference, you guys. I mean, kind of just amping people up for the Raw Netflix and stuff like that. I think Drew and Seth are working together. What I think happens, I think Drew, Seth, and Kevin all might be working together. I really feel like all three of those guys could be working together because I think there were some reports that they potentially are going to create a stable, like a Shield type of faction, like Seth Rollins leading a new version of the Shield, but with having Drew and Kevin. I think that'd be kind of wild if they were to do that. I think that's what they do. I think that's what they do. I think they make a new version of the Shield, Seth leading it, Drew and Kevin. Kevin is pretty much the new Moxley, and then you have Drew be the new Roman. Shield 2.0, yeah. Could you imagine all three of them in like the tactical vest and then coming out to like they come out to like with the tactical vest and then they came out to the Shield music. Cause you remember in 2022, Seth came out to the Shield music and the tactical vest. That's what they did. So I can see them redoing that again. I really do. But yeah, I think Raw Netflix is shaping up to be really something special. We got Punk and Rollins. We got Roman and Solo. I'm pretty sure some other matches might be getting confirmed, or maybe we'll see maybe The Rock show up. We might see Logan potentially show. We might see Penta show up, making his presence felt. We might see Cena show up. Maybe some past legends. Maybe John Cena shows up to kickstart off his road to WrestleMania, and then kickstart off his retirement tour. We got Liv and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. So this is gonna be a really interesting show, you guys. I really feel like this is going to be a really good show. And they're definitely amping it up to seem like where Raw right now could like this Raw Netflix might be like a mini WrestleMania the way how they're stacking it up and promoting it. I really feel like that's what they're gonna do. I really feel like they're gonna try to make this this be like the be all end all type of show. Dom reunites with Ray. I don't see that happening. I don't see Dom reunited with Ray. Not right now. Maybe give it to like 6 months to like maybe another year. Maybe like 2026, I can probably see that. Because I think next year they're going to try to position Dom to win either the U.S. or Intercontinental Championship. I think that might be his goal in 2025. Is because we already seen him hold the NXT North American title before. We already seen him do that. Maybe in 2025, his mission is to win a U.S. or Intercontinental title. Maybe he even wins Money in the Bank. I think he should be one of those candidates that you can't rule out of potentially winning Money in the Bank next year. You can't. I really. With which AEW wrestlers do you think signed with WWE 2025? I think if I have to go off the top of my head, I think Ricky Starks is one that I think is gonna sign with WWE in 2025. By SummerSlam next year, I think Ricky Starks is gonna sign with WWE. Hook is probably a potential another one, but they're doing a storyline with him and Christian Cage in AEW right now. They haven't done something with this particular wrestler in quite some time, and I don't know why. And that is Wardlow. Wardlow is another guy that I think potentially shows up to WWE in 2025. I'm not too sure with a lot of the wrestlers' contract status. But I'm gonna stick safe. I'm gonna say Ricky Starks, Wardlow. On the women's side of things, maybe Camille. If this turns out to be true, where Camille is leaving AEW, have her show up to WWE and be part of the NXT brand. Like, you cannot tell me the matches that she can't have on NXT can't be good. Camille and Julia, it would be banger. Camille and Stephanie Vacour, banger. Camille and Delta or Zarya, those are 3 big money matches right there in NXT. And if you still have Roxanne down there, have her. That's another good feud. You do that. I think that's what you do. I think those are 3. I'm gonna go off with those 3 right there. Ricky Starks, Wardlow, and Camille. I think those are 3 wrestlers from AEW that I think are gonna jump ship to WWE in 2025. Maybe even Miro. Maybe Miro or Malachi. I think if I have to add 2 more. Seth Rollins versus Gunther, Mike skills, in-ring aura, finisher, character work. Hey, I think you asked me who do you think is better with all of those aspects, Alex? Are you asking me who's better with those? Are you asking me to pick between Seth and Gunther? Like, who has the better mic skills, in-ring, finisher, and character work? Is that what you're asking me, Alex? I'm just trying to confirm. I just want to confirm to be sure. Let me know. Okay, so Seth Rollins, I think, has the better mic skills. Character work, Rollins, because I feel like he's kind of like Chris Jericho, where he's able to reinvent himself time after time and time again, and still manage to get over with the crowd. So I have to give Seth Rollins the up on the character work, but they're doing a little bit of character work with Gunther too, in the sense of when he lost to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, his character really wasn't him being the ring general. It's pretty much him being like scared, and he feel like he's lost confidence. And then in ring, I'm gonna say Gunther for in ring. Mic skills, Rollins. In ring, Gunther. Character work, Rollins. So therefore, Rollins wins for 2-1. Because we know Seth Rollins be in his bag, especially when he's a heel, with his mic skills, and we know his character work. He reinvented himself numerous times, going from the Shield version of Seth Rollins to the Authority version of Seth Rollins to being the King Slayer, the Beast Slayer, then being the Monday Night Messiah, to the Drip Slayer, and now to the Visionary Seth. So he's pretty much had different character work throughout the years. I haven't really seen Gunther have any other characters besides Ring General. And then recently, kind of having like his character work where he really didn't lost his confidence. But yeah, that is the end of the stream, you guys. I appreciate everybody that came through here. We will be live later on. I will be streaming AEW Dynamite tonight, so be on the lookout for that. And I have a couple more videos that's coming out this week, throughout the rest of this week as well. I have some shorts that I plan to upload tomorrow. Like I have a short that I upload tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that as well. But yeah, I do have more content on the way, you guys. I really have more content on the way. Raw on Netflix, we will be streaming that as well. So be on the lookout for that. They're definitely amping up that show to be really big. And also the return of 3 hours, you guys. Comment down below. Let me know. Do you guys want to see me do more streams like this where I can interact with you guys? Let me know, because I would love to stream a lot more and everything like that. You guys make it worth it. So definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Road to 500, but we're trying to get to 10K next year. That's our goal for next year. I know we can hit it as a wrestling community, as a wrestling family. So let's make it happen in the 2025 year. But I'm going to head out, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or next video that I end up doing. Peace, salute, and have a good day, you guys.